Well, hello again. It's Andy, your lonely libertarian citizen of California here in Simi Valley. I've been watching more and more videos. I found a video by a fellow by name of, well, his moniker is Mr. Bank Runs, and I enjoyed his recent commentary. Um, he basically is of the mind that the Federal Reserve is uh, enslaving us, taking away our property through inflation and through monetary printing, and I totally agree with him. My question for him, and my question for anyone out there, is what and when, and if you're willing to, reestablish constitutional authority, I believe that one town must resist, and so my question is, what and when are you willing to do it? Are you willing to move to a town with other like-minded people to establish, take over peacefully a municipal government and establish a constitutionally strict municipal government that cares for its people by providing the most liberty possible, by giving them back the ownership of their time, by uh, you know keeping the federal government from meddling in citizens' affairs, by creating the best privacy act you've ever seen, by getting rid of all federal mandates, by creating its own taxing authority to collect the sales taxes, by creating its own water authority to take care of all the water and keep these vicious corporations out of jacking up the prices for water. That's what happens here in California. Um, when are you willing to do it? At what point will you be forced to do it? And do you feel like you're moving towards that now? That's the question that I have to ask. Because I certainly do. I feel in many ways that when I look at my own income, nothing that I have currently has ever come from the federal government. There was no impetus ever given by the federal government for me to produce what I produce. I've only been taxed my whole life. And if I were to lose my source of income, I could not go and ask for an unemployment check because I wouldn't be due one because I wasn't part of that program. So, I've only worked for myself. So in that regard, the government only takes from me, and it will keep on taking from me, and I feel that it's my duty, being that I plan to keep my oath to the Constitution as a citizen, every citizen should, that I must resist. I must resist at all costs. So my question for you is, are you like-minded, and are you willing to do the same thing? The only way that we can take back this country, we can all make YouTube videos as much as we want. We can all, tell everyone on earth, what a bad rap we're getting from the federal government and how we're being enslaved and all these things. But until you're actually willing to physically take action, to form groups that are willing to move to one area, to take over a town, to resist, and show the rest of the country how to do it, then basically it's never going to happen. We have totally been divided by the Republicans and the Democrats, and their plan is to they funnel the big banks and these corporations funnel as much money as possible and all those special interests to keep us divided. That way we won't have our power. Our power as a people only comes when we are united, hence United States. Sovereign citizens uniting to form a union, and that's what our Constitution is all about. So, my question again is, what are you willing to do? When are you willing to do it? And how dedicated are you to the effort? Because if you look at the way our government was originally formed, it was a lifelong dedication. When the people in 1773 threw out the tea and decided to resist the Stamp Act and resist writs of assistance, they had to literally make a lifelong commitment. There was no going back. So I tell you, if you're interested in this, which I am, you have to make a lifelong commitment. And that may mean that you may end up losing your life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness, what little of it you have left. So that's my question to you. What are you willing to do to resist? And since I'm here in Simi Valley, I'll give a free advertisement to a place I haven't been to, but I just saw their coupon in the mail. I'm going to try it. Big Daddy's Pizza here in Simi Valley. I have no idea what it's about. I think they're the old Round Table Pizza, and they gave up their franchise, because that's what it seems to say on the card. So anyways, Big Daddy's Pizza here in Simi Valley. I'm going to give it a try, and I'll report back later what I think.